Happy Friday, first Friday of the new year. Bill Taylor, Ken's 5 Digital Centers. We get into the first weekend of 2025. It's going to be an interesting little weather setup. Blessings to you and yours on this Friday night, where we kind of go into a spring pattern that you probably felt today as we were hitting highs in the mid 60s, not terribly warm necessarily, but warming up. You know, last couple of days been lower 60s, closer to 60 on Wednesday, but this is the beginning of the warming trend. Okay, this is the beginning of what is going to be a bit of a spring-like feel, almost a spring-like weather pattern. Hey, Lise, good to see you. So glad you're on. Hope everything's going well for you. I know. I guess you're back at work. Let's see. Let me show you first where we should be this year, because 66, not terribly abnormal, let's put it. So 66 should be 63, right? So not too bad. 20 degrees below a 1971 record of 86. Here comes a plane on the approach, right side of your screen there. 16, look at that record low from 1911, 52 this morning. So one of the things I want to show you, that the cold Arctic air mass that's on the way, we're going to have our daytime highs near our average lows. Okay, that's what's going to be on the way by Monday. Yep, Monday. As I look at least, yep, excuse me, it's coming on Monday, and it's going to be brutal. Let me kind of encapsulate it, if you will. What we are tracking is going to be an Arctic front, going to bring in a good Canadian air mass into South Texas Sunday night into Monday. That's when the front starts to arrive. So here's what we've got on Sunday at about 7 p.m. We should expect that front to start moving south and into the area. Notice, though, by Monday morning, 5 a.m., now we're dropping to 35 degrees to start your Monday. It's also going to be a windy one, so we can definitely expect a pretty strong wind chill once we get into the Monday temperatures. And then temperatures are going to really struggle. When we get into, I would pretty much say, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those 3 days, we start to slowly turn the corner by Friday. Love you too, Gabriella. Good to see you. Hey, Dawn, got some groceries. What are those? Albondigas? What's that? Is that over 281? Oh, no, that's, yeah, I think so. No, you know what? I think, Lise, that might be over Wetmore almost. I'm not sure where our camera's positioned to get that shot, but good question. And the plane safely landed. Yeah, you see it on the right. Despite all the cloud cover, by the way, not too much in the form of measurable rainfall. There might be a little bit of mist falling. As a matter of fact, we could see a couple of sprinkles here Saturday morning at about 9 a.m. You could just see, again, little touch and go sprinkles here or there. It's not going to be measurable rain. It's not going to be a washout by any means. But this is going to be the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, to be out there taking in decorations or doing anything you want to do outside, because once we get to Monday, you're not going to want to be outside for any length of time. I mean, it's just going to be a really cold forecast heading into next week. So let me take a look at current visibility. Oh, meatball soup, like a caldo? Oh, that sounds really good. That sounds really good. All right, so you see these little pockets, especially Kerrville, Fredericksburg. This is going to be some fog and drizzle that's falling over Bernie, good part of Kendall County, kind of a smidge of northwest Bexar County, so Fair Oaks, maybe almost Helotes. Visibility at the airport's 8 miles. You just saw that airport shot. That was live, and that didn't look too bad at all. So we kind of use visibility as a proxy for radar, since you're not going to really pick up that mist. And a lot of times where you see the lowering visibility, or the pockets in this sense here, like Uvalde's down to 4 miles, that's exactly where we're seeing some of that mist fall, as well as even some fog develop. I know, right, Jessica? I want to try to eat it. I'm so down. That sounds delicious. Hey, Ella, how are you? Good to see you. Broussard, are you Louisiana? Ella? Do I know Ella? Because I spent some time, finished up college in Lake Charles, Louisiana. How short on rainfall? It was about 8 inches, 8.5, just under 9 inches short. Not too bad, you know, but we certainly could use some more. We're still in extreme drought as of yesterday's drought report. Show you that West Texas, when you go out towards Big Bend, west of El Paso, exceptional drought, but the extreme pocket remains to be San Antonio up I-35 with several area counties and communities under extreme drought like Bernie, Comfort, New Braunfels, Canyon Lake, almost Seguin. Seguin's in severe drought, but extreme drought for all of San Antonio except that just that tiny smidge of southeast Bexar County, all of Medina County, so Hondo, Castroville, in extreme drought. So where in Louisiana, Ella? Where are you from? And can you somehow get some boudin sent to Ken's 5? No, I'm kidding. But I love boudin. Oh my gosh. But it's got to be Louisiana. I know they sell it at H-E-B, but no. No. It's got to be some Louisiana boudin, I'll tell you that. All right. One thing's for sure. With this light rain tomorrow, even tonight, we are expecting more fog to develop. Okay, so you can see just as the model's predicting a pretty good job there of what the visibility looks like now. Here's what it looks like at 7 a.m. Saturday. You can see some pretty thick fog develops out in the hill country. So if you've got to go west on 90 or I-10 or north on 281, you're going to run into some fog. 35 north. Any travel tomorrow morning, allow some extra time for the fog. We can even see south. It's just going to be a soupy Saturday morning, okay? Soupy Saturday morning. Say it with me, soupy Saturday morning. Don't let your worries get the best of you. Remember, Moses started out as a basket case. He sure did. That's a good one. I like that. Ex-born and raised in southern Louisiana. That's so cool. Is there a way to get a map of the drought like that for my classroom? We cover droughts in 2 weeks. Absolutely, Tara. So if you go to, that's called the Palmer, like Palmer drought monitor. So just if you look that up online, I'm sure you can download that image. So just to understand it, date is taken up until Tuesday. Wednesday's kind of the prep day. Thursday's when they release it. I do make the best gumbo. Oh, come on. Learned from his grandma who spoke Cajun. Oh, wow. Yes. I love gumbo. I'm a big chicken and sausage. I'm not a big seafood eater. I mean, I love shrimp. I like some, I'll call them, I don't go like full sushi. I'll do the rolls with some wasabi and soy sauce, but not a big seafood guy. Like I don't eat crabs and oysters. I just like the shrimp. Okay. Enough about me and my diet. Here comes the Arctic air. So it really doesn't, at first it was looking as though it would really kind of nosedive southeast and we get like a glancing blow. It really does appear that we all do get some good cold temperatures. And one of the things that's interesting is that we could even see a line of severe thunderstorms develop along this front once we get into Sunday night. Take a look at the storms there out ahead of the front. As we go into, it's pretty much, Sunday afternoon. Houston's probably going to get it. So if you're going to be in Houston Sunday, or you know someone who lives in Houston, give them a heads up. We're expecting some pretty good storms Sunday afternoon in H-Town that stretch all the way up into Memphis, and then look at the snowstorm across the Ohio River Valley from even Wichita through St. Louis into Sunday. Now, that front comes through. It's going to be a strong one. We're going to get some good strong winds, and we're going to get a big drop in temperatures. The warm-up comes first, and then the cool down. Now, behind that front, we're going to definitely, Brian, what's going on? Wish and sing a happy birthday to Mr. Rodriguez, Abby's dad. Absolutely. Now, give me a first name, though. I don't want to say it, as Mr. Rodriguez. I guess I could. But, first name is going to be good, Brian. Good to see you, buddy. So look at the snow that develops on the 8th. So, of course, the 8th being, is that Wednesday the 8th, and you see a pretty good amount of snow, Panhandle, just stretching east towards Dallas. Then another batch of precip comes in on the 9th. So this is when maybe Wednesday night into Thursday, we could see some of this turn into some sleet, just depending on temperatures, but it's really going to depend on the temperature profile in the atmosphere for what we see as far as precipitation. Right now, it's looking more like light rain for us and a good part of East Texas, but you can also see West Texas, New Mexico getting a pretty good package of snow this time around. Most of the moisture will be out by the 11th. How cold? Yeah, we're going to take a look at the numbers. Looks like light freezes for us. Shouldn't be too bad. Juan, you got it. All right. Happy birthday to Juan. Happy birthday from the Ken's 5 Digital Center and Bill Taylor on a Friday night with a nice cup of Joe and the Great Day SA mug to you. Happy birthday, Juan. Blessings on your next trip around the sun. This one's to you, my friend. You're one in a million. There you go, buddy. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, Gina, country rancher with homemade beans and tortillas. Oh, yes, that sounds very good. Happy birthday to Ruben. Happy birthday, dear Ruben. Happy birthday from Bill Taylor and the Ken's 5 Digital Center. You're the second birthday of the night, and we're just getting started on this Friday night. To you. And it was a great day SA on your birthday. A great day in San Antonio for Ruben and for Juan. Happy birthday, Ruben. Blessings to you on your next trip around the sun. All right. Oh, Lori's brought cake. See, Lori brought cake. We're having a party now. See, this is fun. This is what it's all about, guys. So as we've gotten closer to next week, because early this week, the models were predicting a pretty good amount of snow, and that would impact San Antonio, and I was showing it just to give you an idea, hey, this could happen, but now it looks as though temperatures will be too warm. It looks like we'll definitely have the amount of precipitation we would need, but it does appear that we're probably going to have temperatures just too warm to support snow. Pardon me. Excuse me. I mean, sleet, if anything at all. Okay. It's funny how often I yawn when I have coffee on the Ken's 5 Digital evenings with you. Because if you're with me on a regular basis, it is quite common that this is when I yawn. And in 35 years of television, 36, I've never yawned on television, like on live television. It's never happened. Watch tonight. Maybe it does, right? After saying that. What's David say? Relationships are like a lot like algebra. Have you ever looked at your ex and wondered why? That's hilarious. And Lise, every time I see him. Could this change back to a possibility? Could it? Yes. But will it? Probably not, Anthony. It's just not going to be cold enough. Hey, Francis. Oh, back in New York, huh? All right. Go take a bite of the Big Apple. I grew up in New Jersey, so Francis, have fun. New York City. Hey, Brandy, good to see you. Alexis Montana's watching. Oh, you're probably laughing about us talking snow here, right? And sleet. Getting all excited. So weather impact alert days, because temperatures will certainly be cold enough to impact your life. Look, Monday's going to be brutal. You're going to have a lot of sunshine, so stay in it, because with enough sun, it should get up to about 53. But it's going to be very windy, and it's going to be really cold morning. I mean, mid-30s, but dry. And then a decent amount of sun on Tuesday. If there's enough sun, we might get out of the 40s and go into the lower 50s. Right now, we're going to hold it at 49. But with the clouds and increasing rain chances, on Wednesday, we stay in the almost 30s, but maybe climb out into 41. Thursday is going to be close. Okay, so some really cold air Wednesday, Thursday for South Texas. Oh. Never mind. Hey, Tammy, Elrod. Oh, you're going to be doing market days, right? That's awesome, Tammy. Yeah, so if anyone doesn't know, head to Helotes on Saturday, tomorrow, for market days. They shut down the main street of Helotes, and there's arts and crafts, great food, live music. It's every first weekend of the month in Helotes. It's fantastic. And if you know where Floor's Country Store is, it's on that road, right down the main street of downtown Helotes. Well, I don't know. I guess that is downtown, right? Will it be cold enough for ice on the roads? No, I don't believe so at all. Because remember that you have to have temperatures at freezing or below for several days, especially for ice to accumulate. But it doesn't appear that it's going to be cold enough, even on the overpasses. That's usually what you have to watch for first. No, Stephanie, there won't be accumulation, so maybe a little bit of sleet mixed in with some of the light rain is what we're looking at Wednesday night. Hey, Anna, Hill Country will be in the 20s for all those mornings that you see. I mean, from Monday through at least Sunday, maybe Sunday, but certainly through Saturday. So from the 6th through the 11th, the Hill Country is going to start their days in the 20s. I would definitely prepare for that. No, Katie, a quiet night on winds. Winds are light, and that's what's going to help develop a lot of fog overnight. We're going to have a pretty foggy, drizzly Saturday morning. So please be aware of that. If you've got any early travel set for Saturday, allow some extra time so that you're safe. Fog, drizzly. Can Charlie and Carter mow? Of course they can. Come on, Dre. Charlie, Carter, mow on a Friday night. M-O-E is the place to be. Come on, Charlie. Come on, Carter. Love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'm drinking to you tonight. It is coffee, I promise. Good to the last drop. You know, there was an old jingle. I have to throw this in because somebody was from New York. Charlie and Carter mow are on. M-O-E. I got a little Starbucks coffee going tonight. You know. But yeah, there was an old coffee jingle in New Jersey. So I know that somebody said they were going to be in New York. There's a brand called Chock, like Chock, C-H-O-C-K, Chock full of nuts. And the jingle went, and I quote, "Chock full of nuts is that heavenly coffee. Better coffee a millionaire's money can't buy." And I just grew up listening to that jingle, obviously. I mean, it's still stuck with me. Haven't heard it on television or heard it in general in a long time, but that is it. Hey, Betty, longtime viewer, thank you very much. God bless you. I appreciate you. Hi, Susan, Olga, what's going on? I would definitely bring him in Sunday afternoon. Because Monday morning, even though it says 36, you know, if the winds die down in some areas, that will go down to 32. So it's going to be close on Monday, but then keep the plants in for Monday night, Tuesday night. We're going to look at a light freeze in the city. And if you're outside 410, we're definitely going to go down to maybe 30, 31 in the outer parts of Bexar County. Oh, Stephanie, I try. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Can I get a work excuse? Right, Carolyn, does not work well in the cold, okay? Maybe a meteorologist's excuse. If I can somehow prove that you don't work as efficiently or as effectively when it's cold, right? And then you gotta know from Bill Taylor here. I don't know what to No snow. It doesn't look like it, Susan. I think maybe a little sleet mixed in on that Wednesday, Thursday chance, but it's really a temperature issue. We're just not going to be cold enough. We're certainly going to at least see some light rain. Birthday shout out, Debbie on Sunday. Happy birthday, since I won't be here Sunday. Happy birthday, dear Debbie. Happy birthday from Bill Taylor and the Ken's 5 Digital Center on a Friday night for a Sunday birthday, since we won't be here, to you. Blessings, Debbie, on your next trip around the sun. Thanks for bringing that out. Stephanie, do I need to drip the pipes? No, not that kind of cold, Michelle. Those are usually teens, especially if it's you know, an older home, but even a lot of the newer homes, the pipes are really in good shape and would have to take, you know, several hours, like a 6 to 8 to 10 hour long freeze before you're in trouble there. And a lot of times it's going to be the exposed pipes only. I mean, interior home pipes should be fine, especially, like I say, I'd say a 15-year-old home, it's not going to be bad at all. For those conditions, nobody's in trouble with pipes this week. I mean, even with these kind of numbers, you know, maybe in the hill country, an older home in the hill country, because you're going to be in the 20s, so you'll spend probably like 6 hours below freezing. Betty says the little doggies with me sleeping, so we'll be snuggling during the cold nights. It sounds so nice, right? Lisa in 21, Snowmageddon was mid-February, yep. And it was a La Nina winter. That's what's unusual about it. Usually where we're dry and warmer. Jose, when are you gonna hang out with Barry Davis again? Oh man, as soon as possible. Did you see the story we did at 5 o'clock? That was really fun at this new miniature golf place called Pop Stroke. So Barry does a segment called Texas Outdoors, and he'll go try out different things that are outdoors. And Pop Stroke's a new miniature golf place at I-10-1604, right next to Papados. It was really fun. I mean, we had a good time. Thanks, Jose. Jillian, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great Friday night. Hey, Paul. You're very welcome. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad to celebrate birthdays. Be so cold, my accountant will have his hands in his own pockets. There it is. All right, guys, it's going to wrap it up. It's Friday night. Blessings to you and yours on an awesome weekend. We've got all the day's news, and I've got your complete forecast, even though you're not going to get much more than what we did for the last 20 minutes, right? But all the day's sports as well. We got Nate Ryan and the whole team in. It's 10 o'clock. Hope to see you on Ken's 5 in about 30 minutes. God bless.